Hello everyone, it's me, Daniel, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you a time-lapse of how I made this environment. It's a simple environment, yes, but I took a lot of time in it. In fact, I think I spent 8 days working on it. That's a rough estimation, but yes, I think it took 8 days. No, actually it was much longer than that. You'll see from the length of this video, and even at this length it's an 8 times normal speed. So yeah, that's a lot of time wasted from my life. No, it's not necessarily wasted. I mean, I did learn some sort of lesson out of this. Be time efficient. And not enough blathering along about my life problems, I also used some of the tips and tricks that I learnt making the environment for that eagle animation. If you remember, I made a few weeks back. And so, I'm going to show you it. And I'm going to talk about the ending result at the end of this video. And also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and comment down below what are your thoughts, as well as subscribing if you want to help my channel out. Seriously, that contribution means the world to me. Alright, I'll see you in a mo. Bye. Right, so here's the project. A side note, I did start a little bit before this video, before recording, so you'll see a little bit of preparation, some of the project already done, but what I'm doing here is picking out a material. Now, I don't necessarily want to take too much time on this project, especially because it's just one image, and you can only see it from one angle, so what I'm basically doing at the moment is planning out what the scene is going to have. Now, if you saw that woman, we'll get to that in a little bit, but so at the moment I'm planning out the scene with a human scale. That was what the woman was for, and now this is what this man is for. So yes, also another thing, it's okay to use free assets and things like that. They're there for a purpose. I mean, if I don't know how to make a bush, for example, like, I am going to find a bush model. This one piqued my interest, but unfortunately I'm not going to use it, so, yeah. But anyway, I'm just picking out, things that I want. I did use an image of redwood forest, a redwood background, but I did envision it a jungle, so we're going to do that. Instead of conifer trees, pine trees, we're going to use palm trees and the things of the like. And here's some of the sticks that I like to put on the ground, because it gives some variation. You know, it's not just greenery. There's dead things like sticks and twigs and stuff. So here's the first step. I'm using particle systems. I know that Blender has this new feature. I forgot the name of it, but I don't want to upgrade, mainly because I think it's gonna mess up all my add-ons. So I'm using particle systems, as well as me understanding particle systems much better. So yeah, what I call this phase actually is the block out phase. It's where I plan everything out before I add everything in, so to say. And here's my fern model that I downloaded. I liked it a lot, so we're going to use it. And as you can see, I'm using particle systems. I'm rotating them in random ways, just so that all of the all of the ferns don't look the same. Nature kind of does whatever the hell it does, and is quite random. So yes, I'll find you in a different phase where I'll get to talk about it in the mo. So, bye at the moment. Hello, it's me again. So, at the moment I'm, playing around with the ground texture. That does not look really nice. I was trying to add the effect of foliage under the foliage. As you could see, I kind of mixed, several kinds of plants, with the ferns to make everything look a little bit more natural. Later on, I think I do keep a greener texture to the ground, but I hide it under the plant, so you weren't really going to see it. And if you do see it, it's going to be hard to find. I'm also using textures to like separate the materials. I think it's what I do to add variation to the ground. I could use a steepness, like it's determined by the steepness of the ground, but I think that would be more appropriate for mountains. And the mountains in this scene are quite far away and in the middle of mist, so you're not going to really see the difference in textures. And there's a fern model. I tried another fern model. I tried mixing up the species of ferns somehow, but this fern didn't really go out too well, mainly because it doesn't have any normal maps. And also it looked kind of, yes, it didn't really fit the scene. So, I'm gonna scrap the idea and just go along with a different color of the same fern that I use. But as you can see, it does look natural, you know. I'm kind of proud of how the ground came out. I think I did kind of a good job in it. And I'll see when it comes to the trees, cause oh boy, those trees are big. Sorry, anyway, so, not much to say really. I'm just adding some ferns, modifying the texture, making sure that everything is perfect. Now, at one point, I decided like, no wait, what if I respect the rule of thirds a little more? And that part's coming soon. Yes. At this point, I'm trying to hide the ugly green texture. Oh, and the jump cut. I think I accidentally didn't record some parts. But here's the tree, and also you will notice that there's some brown ferns on the ground. That's the variation I was talking about earlier. And here's me messing about with the trees. This tree was kind of nice. I downloaded it from Sketchfab. Maybe I'll put a link in the description. I don't know. What I think I'm doing here is joining it up so that I don't have to keep duplicating a bunch of objects. So here I'm deleting everything and modifying everything. In fact, I do eventually modify the plants. Of course I'm modifying the plants. Eventually I do change a bit of the materials of the tree which it came with. As you can see, it's casting too much of a shadow. I added like some sort of subsurface scattering or translucency to the leaves later on. Yes. So that's it. The volumetrics. I did experiment on the eagle animation, where you could see that there was like trees in the distance, and also yes, this is the scene now. So in trees in the distance, like it's all misty and things. And here's the point where I decide I should respect the rule of thirds, even though I don't have the rule of thirds guidelines at the moment. I am using it. I do imagine them in my head, and I think it's nice. Here's a tactic I learned from some Planet Zoo videos. And just put a tree underground, and the foliage on top will serve as a bush. But actually, what I'm also doing here is kind of like adding like a slope with smaller trees, giving off the effect of trees in the distance. Actually, it's trees close by the viewport, but it looks far away, and that means I don't have to render things far away from the camera, because that is quite demanding on the processor. So all of this is quite quick, although it does take a hot second to render a single image, but that's what you should expect, especially of a jungle. It's probably like a 1,000 particles maybe, and even though it says 100, but I think that's the slope behind the scene. Yeah. Adding a little bit of volumetrics to the slope there, giving off more of an effect of length away from the camera. So yeah, I'll return at the end probably. Bye. So you can see now everything is lush and beautiful and the light good rich. And here's me editing the amount of palm trees I set down into the scene earlier in this video. Sorry about that. It's not finished, and since the recording of this video, I figured out how to use background images. So yeah, I had to composite an image style because I thought that adding just mountains would be a little weird. And I figured that I didn't want trees on the mountains because that would be too taxing on the rendering engine. These trees, I think I'm gonna take them out. I forget you heard that. Yeah, I'm gonna take out all these trees. I do forget that I have them, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised later on that there's trees in the rendering part. But yeah, I do take them out. I think the end result isn't too affected by it. I mean, it's only trees on top of a mountain. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I mean, no, actually, there's more to talk about. I did not use a particle setting on the trees in the foreground because I thought, well, these trees are too big, might as well just add them normally. But for the palm trees, I did use particle system. Scratching my head there, and what am I doing here? Ah yes, I'm duplicating the scenes, the hill trees that I was talking about earlier, just so you really get a sense of this deep jungle. Like, you're in the middle of a jungle. There's trees everywhere, there's foliage everywhere, there's probably bugs and scorpions in the bushes, and maybe a dinosaur or two. That's why I themed the music in this video. As you can see, they come from Jurassic Park games. So yeah, I think it's an overall success, and I'll talk about the end result in the end of the video. So yeah. So here's the final piece. I kind of like how realistic it is. I think it does embody the heart of some sort of forest, no, actually jungle, that a dinosaur might be scurrying around in the foliage. Quite frankly, it's quite simple, but to be honest, I'm proud of it, especially because it took me a few weeks to make. But anyway, I think that's it, folks. If you wish for me to do more like this, do leave a like, subscribe if you want, if you want to support me and for me to make more projects like this and show you the process. I'll do that. Leave your opinion down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that will be. So yeah, bye.